Curt Schilling's 1994 season with the Philadelphia Phillies was a stark contrast to the heights he had begun to reach just a year earlier. Coming off a strong 1993 campaign in which he helped lead the Phillies to the World Series and gained a national reputation as a big-game pitcher, expectations were high for Schilling to continue his ascension as one of the National League's premier starters. However, 1994 turned into a frustrating and at times disastrous year for the right-hander, highlighted by a painful 5-game losing streak that exposed inconsistency, a lack of run support, and mounting pressure. Schilling entered the 1994 season as the Phillies' ace, coming off a year where he had logged over 235 innings and delivered clutch postseason performances. But almost immediately, things began to unravel. While his stuff remained solid, his fastball still had velocity and his breaking ball had bite, his command wavered, and he struggled to execute pitches in key moments. Most notably, he began the season with a prolonged stretch in which everything seemed to go wrong, culminating in a brutal 5-game losing streak that defined the first half of his season. From late April through the end of May, Schilling lost 5 consecutive starts, each more deflating than the last. During that span, he pitched a total of 31 2/3 innings, giving up 23 earned runs for an earned run average near 6.50. Opposing hitters feasted on mistakes left over the plate, and Schilling often ran into trouble early in games, forcing him to pitch under pressure from the first inning. While some outings were marred by control problems, walking more hitters than usual, others saw Schilling hit hard despite throwing strikes, as he struggled to finish off batters with 2 strikes. The losing streak not only hurt Schilling's confidence but also magnified the larger struggles of the Phillies as a team. The magic of their 1993 pennant run had faded, and the lineup that had once provided timely hits was suddenly cold and unreliable. In several of his losses, Schilling received minimal run support, making even minor mistakes feel catastrophic. The bullpen also failed to bail him out when needed, often allowing inherited runners to score and worsening his stat line. Throughout the slump, Schilling remained outspoken, never one to shy away from accountability. He often took responsibility for poor outings, but he also didn't hide his frustration with the team's overall performance and lack of urgency. His competitive fire was both admired and scrutinized during this stretch, as he wore his emotions openly on the mound and in interviews. Although Schilling managed to bounce back with a few strong starts later in the summer, the season was ultimately cut short by the player's strike in August, ending any chance of a late-season turnaround. He finished the shortened year with a 2 wins and 8 losses record and a 4.48 earned run average, numbers far removed from his previous season's success. The 1994 season served as a humbling chapter in Curt Schilling's career. While it didn't define him, the 5-game losing streak highlighted how quickly momentum could shift in baseball, and how even the best pitchers are vulnerable to slumps when things start spiraling out of control.